Hey, Panthers! Today we are going to talk about circle graphs. I'm glad I waited a few days because by this morning I actually had 39 responses. Last night I had 22. These are the answers. These are the tallies or the count of people that chose reading minds. Were 8 people. That was tied, very interesting, with people who would rather fly. That was 8. 13 people want to be invisible. That's actually what I would choose. And then 10 of you chose super strength and speed. Now, the way we create a circle graph is we take the information we have and we create a percent. Right now, I have 8 people out of 39 that would choose reading minds as their superpower. Well, I would show that as a fraction as 8 out of 39. That's division. 8 divided by, or 8 out of 39. So when I put that in my calculator and I say 8 divided by 39, I get 0.205. I'll write that right here, 0.205. Now, we know that we are going to round. We're going to round to the 100th spot. So this is going to be 0.21, and we move that decimal 2 places. So the percent is 21%. Obviously, with flying, that's 8 out of 39. That's going to be the exact same. So we know that. Now let's say 13 out of the total, out of 39. So 13 divided by 39. When I do that, 13 divided by 39 on my calculator, and yes, you guys should be using calculators, use your phones, 33%. Okay. And then the last one, super strength and speed, is 10 out of 39. So when I say 10 divided by 39, I get to 25%. Okay? Now, how do I put this in a circle graph? I'm going to explain it to you, but I want you to understand that the homework you're going to see today is mostly about reading circle graphs, and that's a very important skill for you to have. But it's kind of like histograms and bar graphs. We have computers now that create this for you. You put in the data, it does all the math for you, and it creates the circle graph. But it's important for you to create one so that you understand it better, just like I said on the other videos that we had. All right, so when I go to create this, this is what I do. I look and see which one of these would be an easy to visualize on a circle graph. And I'm like, okay, 25% would be. And here's why. If I took that graph and I cut it in half, right? I took that circle graph, cut it in half. What would each of these portions be? It's not quite in the middle, but close enough. This would be half, which is 50%. This is 50%, right? I don't want a 50%, but I want a 25%. So if I take that half and cut it again, so here I have this, and then I cut it one more time, wouldn't that, if the whole half is 50%, wouldn't this be 25%? Yes. So I'm going to go ahead and create that. 25%, which is strength and speed. We'll just say S and S. Okay? So this one is done. Then I look to see what would the next easiest one to be. Well, 33%. 33%. Okay? So I'm going to say, if this is 25%, what would that be? That'd be 25%, right? 33 is just a little more than 25%. I can just move it just a little more. And then I've got my 33%. I know it's more than this, but it's not all the way here. That's another 50%, right? So I'm going to kind of just eyeball it and say, it's about right there. So I'm going to say 33%, and this is being invisible. So I'm done with that one. The next two are equal, which makes it really easy because whatever I have left, all of this has to add up to 100%. or close to. Sometimes it's 99, sometimes it's 101 because of the rounding. So I'm just going to take this and cut it in half and say, okay, this has got to be a 21%. This needs to be a 21%. And I'm going to call this one, let's see, what was it? Read minds. And this one is to fly. So that is how you create a circle graph. Like I said, the homework today is going to be more about reading circle graphs. Again, if you have any questions, please email me. I've gotten quite a few of them yesterday. Text me. You have my number. It's on Google Classroom. So just let me know how I can help you. Take care.